Hi, well, I hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, for those who remember, before Raila Odinga deciding to call for mass action in this country, there was several lobbying that was happening, and Raila went to an extent of meeting the youth in Bunge la Wananchi, and the Bunge la Wananchi has been under the stewardship and leadership of Gaucho, the president of Bunge la Wananchi, of course, Ghetto president. And he was able to meet the youth there. There was a sit down, listening to the youth on what they're talking about and what they were thinking on how, what direction Raila Odinga should be taking going forward. These youth are the one who inspired confidence in Raila Odinga to rethink about on how to handle William Samoei Ruto and reclaim his victory. The move was that mass action is the only way to go to force this government out of power and install Raila Odinga as the what? The president. And again, with the cost of living, it was that Bunge la Wananchi needed Raila Odinga to lead mass action. Hiyo ndilikuwa tu mambo yao, nothing else. And if you listen to all the argument that was always coming from Bunge la Wananchi, they were of that idea. Mass action, install Raila as a president, and a reduced cost of living. So later there was the issue of the whistleblower who came in, and Raila became more stronger, and through Bunge la Wananchi, Raila got a new team in the Jeshi la Baba. Then from there he revived his political movement that was now putting William Ruto in a tight corner. Ruto had forced into a situation whereby he would see himself between a rock and a hard place. Hakuwa na mahali pa kwenda. So from there, a revolution kicked up, and the mass action was unstoppable. Only that Raila Odinga alikuwa anaweka break. So yesterday we saw Gaucho lamenting on the different treatment that they are experiencing in this Azimio la Umoja when they are out there in their kind of operation. Remember, for those youth who have stood with Raila Odinga, who have spoken their mind, who have come so strongly opposing this government, they have been arrested, intimidated, some beaten, taken to court, and of course in all those, you will need lawyers, you will need someone to stand at the court, and you will need also people who will play politics around that issue so that you are released and you continue with the journey. So according to Gaucho, they are receiving different treatment after what they saw happening when the ex-Ngik leader, Maina Njenga, was arrested and then arraigned in court. Was he arrested? No, summoned to the court. There is preference treatment. Those youth who stand with Raila Odinga, the way they are treated, and this other position, the way they are treated. He lamented on how the principals in Kenya Kwanza are treating all these people. So it shows that those from Bunge la Wananchi are treated with less concern, but then those other people are treated with the utmost respect. They are given first priority. I don't know your views according to this statement, but it is better we listen to Gaucho, because there is something important I think he's raising up in his own view of protest on treatment and privileges in Azimio.
Ya pili, mimi nataka niseme hivi, kitu imeniuma pia zaidi, na hii message inaendea kwa core principles za Azimio, ya kwamba ni kitu pain. Maina Njenga akipelekwa hapa nini, akipelekwa CD headquarters, karibu 4 principals walienda kumuona. Lakini sisi tukishikwa, mpaka jana akipelekwa Nakuru iko wale walienda wakina Kioni. Lakini mimi nikishikwa inakaa ni kama umbo fulani amepelekwa station. Unaona? Inakuanga aje, kwani iko jina fulani mimi pia nijiite Njoroge ndio watu wakuje? Ama niite Mwendo ndio watu wakuje? Unaona? Hii kitu inaniuma, na sasa hivi vijana wangu wengi ambao walianza hii struggle ya Bunge la Wananchi ndio tulianza hii struggle. Hao watu wengine wametupata kwa hii struggle. Vijana wangu sasa hivi wengine kama 20-30 wako industrial area, wengine washafungwa kwa kamiti, wengine wanasafa. kama mimi Gaucho ambao najulikana ndio nakaa hivi na bembeleza kutolewa na wale wajulikani? So mimi nasema hivi, na nasema kama muta change, kama mutabadilika, hii ni ya yenyu, kwa sababu mimi najua mtu genuine hapo ndani Lubinga. Iko wale wako close na yeye hapo wanaona ni kama wananyang'anywa political mileage ambayo mimi siko hapo. Mimi nasema bila kunini, kama hiyo part, kama vile vijana wangu wanahangaishwa na watu wabunge wanahangaishwa, Jacaranda wanashikwa juzi 14, Babu Wino ndiye ameshinda akipiga simu akishughulika, wengine wanasema eti wengine si maana, ni wa maana na wanakaa karibu na Raila Odinga. Mimi nasema kama itakuwa hivi, then mimi nawaambia Mwenyezi Mungu hii partisan ifaulu. Isipofaulu, then muite maandamano ya pili, then itakuwa mimi nitawatakia mazuri mbele, kwa sababu lazima tutritiwe the equal. Na example, juzi former president Uhuru Kenyatta amesema mimi nataka ni meet na huyu Gaucho. Hakuna mtu anashughulika ni meet na yeye, na wanajua vizuri mimi siwezi toka tu direct niende kwake. Ingekuwa ni Odinga amesema nataka kijana mwingine aitwa Kamau ama mwanamuziki fulani anataka kunini, saa hii angeshashughulikiwa na pelekea Raila Odinga na pia hii kutumesemekana. Lakini jujina ni Kijaluo, then bado kona inakuwa mingi, watu wanani kama wanaenda kusucceed. Mimi nasema hii,
there's a big request for those who are watching and they are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To the return subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. The truth is that we have even seen on live cameras some of the Kenya Panther leaders trying to intimidate, and if not intimidating, bribe the bunge la wananchi foot soldiers. We saw the incident between Nuru Okanga, our own from Western, and Oscar Sudi, who abused him and was telling him to come for some handouts because he has too much problems. But Nuru Okanga stood his ground because he was seeing a bright future and he had a reason to associate with Raila Odinga, stand with him rather than betray him for some cash. That has also happened to Gaucho. We have people who have tried their means to bribe him, and because he rejected bribes, that's why they are resulting to intimidating through arrest, reign in court, and frustration, so that they can deal with him politically. That means Gaucho refused to betray Raila Odinga and betray the aspiration of the people who see leadership in him, who are following him. Because many youth are now seeing what Gaucho is doing, and they try to do even in different counties. That's why you see when they're leading mass action in Nairobi, you see some people in Hinga, Kakamega, hapa Bungoma, kila mahali, Mbale hapa, they are demonstrating. So you see, Gaucho to some extent is carrying the aspiration of the youth in this movement. The way you could see Babu Owino as that image of the youth in Raila Odinga's politics, Gaucho is also bringing in to bring the image of youth and those people who are down to earth, hustlers. So the issue is that what he's saying is true. Amesema kwamba kuna some youth who have been arrested, bado wako jela, hawajapata lawyer wa kusimama nao ama mtu wa kuwasimamia bail. But these are people who have stood with him. They have been arrested because they are supporting the Azimio movement. So what is coming out is that there is preferential treatment between those who are supporting Raila Odinga and they are coming from other regions, not necessarily from Nyanza and Western. So kutoka kwengine unahudumia vizuri, lakini kama umetoka Nyanza na Western, your preferential treatment is different. And indeed that could be true to some extent, because you can see how the Azimio mobilized the machinery to deal with the Maina Njenga issue politically. But with the other situation, they give it less concern. To some extent, they will send lawyers there. The issue is that for Azimio to inspire confidence in the youth who want to stand with them, they have to stand in their ground to an extent of even seeing those Azimio principles in the court standing with the people like Gaucho, na wale vijana wengine wa chini kabisa, that they can bring out that differential treatment between what Ruto is doing and what they are doing, so that youth will see the person really who can stand with them. Wasikue kama Ruto. Unajua wakati Ruto amechukua powers, umesikia hata Panyako akisema kwamba siku hizi ashike simu za watu. So anafanya tu vile Uhuru alisema alikuwa anafanya, kwamba aliachana na watu wengine huko chini, so akabaki huko juu kwa watu, ni mtu wa kupeana orders. Azimio should not do that. They should try to do the kind of politics we have seen people like Malema in South Africa doing. Malema ukishika tu hata mtu wa chini huko, as long as alikuwa anasema anaimba hii wimbo ya hiyo this moment yao EFF, you will see him in the court, you will see them demonstrating, you will see senior leaders in the EFF going to the court, fighting on the street for that small person. That is what should be reflecting in Azimio side. In fact, they should have used that one and turn it into a political machinery to deal with this kind of way of playing politics, so that at least if they are planning to bribe this youth, the youth will not find a reason to buy into that bribe idea. They would rather stand with the Azimio, because Azimio is showing all confidence that they have in these young people. Hiyo tu ingewezesha watu wengine kila kona kusimama na Raila Odinga na Azimio la umoja, rather than just having a backseat. So to some extent, Azimio is not doing so. And the problem is not Raila Odinga. The problem has been those who are surrounding Raila Odinga. They are feeling like wanafungulia nafasi watu wengine. Because now, you know, Gaucho is unstoppable as of now. Hata ile mpanga alikuwa nao ya kusimama MCA, Gaucho is beyond an MCA. What Gaucho should be strategizing for is to vie for a parliamentary seat. He need only to strategize and use the opportunity that he has to at least get some financial. Hata kama atakosa, tulikuwa na huyu nani, tulikuwa na huyu wa Matungu, PK Selasi. Bila Selasi hakuwa na pesa, lakini alikuwa na ushawishi mkubwa kwa watu, na hiyo maskini wake alipigiwa kura. Gaucho should not fear. So the issue here could be that kuna watu wanaona kwamba Gaucho is a threat. He might be vying for a seat, and for them they have another person in their mind, so they will try to frustrate him. And that is what is making Gaucho to come out and speak about this. And above all of this, the truth is that when everyone ran away from Raila Odinga, for example, those politicians wenye wako Mount Kenya wale na hizo areas zingine, the people who would always stand with Raila Odinga, ikuwe mzuri, ikuwe mbaya, watakuwa watu wa Nyanza. Number 2, they will be the people from Western region. Hawa kuwe kuzuri, kuwe kubaya, kwema kubaya, wanakuwa hapa na Raila Odinga, because they know that's the person who has always stood for the people. So in this in this preferential treatment, Azimio should rethink on how they will be treating the youth, especially from Bunge la Wananchi. If you don't inspire confidence, you are opening a loop for Kenya Kwanza to start pouring money in. Watakuja kumwaga pesa kununua hawa vijana, kuwashawishi, to compromise them. And these are the people who are inspired and confident in the youth, who are now admiring to be in the Azimio la Umoja side. Show confidence in them. That's the only way to go. I don't know your views, but that's what I could say on this. Hii nisingeacha tu iishe hivyo, ingalawa ilikuwa ya jana. Ni vizuri tuongee so that we are on record that we talked about this. Thank you. See you in the next video.